Hello, I'm Wade and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making a Butterfinger sundae cake. We're going to be baking the cake per the recipe. I've already washed my hands, I've got my oven preheating, so let's get started. And just in case you're wondering, my in-laws went to Hawaii and this is the gift they brought back for me to wear on my show. So we're going to follow the ingredients on the box for our cake. And we will be using the super moist triple chocolate fudge cake for this one. You will want a chocolate cake for this recipe of your choice. I've already pre-measured my water and cooking oil out. So we'll go ahead and add it, and we'll add our 3 eggs. I always recommend that you crack your eggs in a separate bowl, just in case you get an eggshell in it, it's easier to get out. I chose to use a whisk, but you can easily use your mixer if you'd rather. And we will mix it so that there's no lumps left in it. We'll be baking it in a 13 by 9 pan. Per the instructions, we're to bake it 30 to 35 minutes. So we will slide it in the oven and get our timer started. It's been 35 minutes, so let's check our cake. Timer has went off. Using the toothpick method, everything comes out clean, so we're good for the cake. We're going to let it cool for just about 3 minutes, and then we will start with our toppings. It's been about 5 minutes. The cake's cooled down just a little bit. It's still warm, but what we're going to do now is we're going to take a round end spoon and we're going to poke holes in it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start and we're going to run across, poking holes. And once we get holes poked all the way through it, we're going to start putting our toppings on. We've got a jar of caramel, a jar of hot fudge, and a can of sweetened condensed milk. We will start with our can of sweetened condensed milk. Drizzling it across the cake. Allowing it to go into the holes we punched. We will try to spread it across a little bit to make sure that it just kind of soaks all the way across. We're going to take our lid off of our hot fudge and we're going to put it in the microwave for about 45 seconds. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our caramel. Got a funny joke for you while we're doing this. Sunday and Monday got in a fight. Who do you think won? Sunday. Because Monday is a weekday. That didn't quite get the hot fudge where I want it, so we're going to put it in for about another 10 seconds to try and warm it up just a little bit more. That got our hot fudge where we needed it, where it'll actually pour for us. And always be careful with this hot fudge because it can get hot on you and you don't want to burn yourself. And then we're just going to spread it across as well to allow it to soak into our cake. Again, when you allow your cake to cool down, you don't want it to cool down too much. You just want it to kind of cool down enough that you're not burning yourself when you're poking your holes and allowing everything to go in. And you will see that that's a nice covered cake with the 3 sauces, and we will allow it to continue to cool before we add the rest of our ingredients, probably about another 30 to 45 minutes, and then we'll come back to it. I'm doing the Butterfinger Sundae cake for a get-together with family, so I decided just to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator. After 45 minutes, it was still warm, so you're probably looking at more like 2.5 hours for it to cool down enough to actually be able to add the topping. And it does not hurt if you just go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and allow it to completely chill, because once you get it ready, you'll want it in the refrigerator cold. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and put Cool Whip on it, and then we will add our Butterfinger bites. Most time it's easier to spread Cool Whip if you just kind of space it around in your bowl instead of dumping it all in one spot. So we're just gonna put a generous portion of Cool Whip all the way across. You hear my nephew Dempsey in the background, so that's the sound that you're hearing in the background. It's my nephew Dempsey and my sister Lisa. So once you get everything across, to where your Cool Whip looks good, we will put our Butterfinger topping. Sprinkle across. And then you have Butterfinger Sundae cake. I'm not going to cut it right now. I'm going to try to cut it a little bit later with everybody, and we'll see if we can get additional folks in the picture for the taste. Thanks. Taste
Good.
test going on.
Good. Cheese. Is it good? Yum. Yum. He closes his eyes.